Hello. The Council of Light has encouraged stepping forward today to bring forward a transmission to support in the waves of change. And one of the pieces to this is we want to just plant a seed and gentle reminder for those of you who do already own our Navigating the Waves of Change series. This would be a great time to revisit those recordings, those transmissions, whether you did just the first original 3 sessions or you did the whole 6 week, including the extension, 6 sessions. Those are potent transmissions that are both timely and timeless. And when we first brought them forward in 2020, I don't think we need to say more about why they were so pertinent at that time. What we would say in a very, and including an empowered lens here as we say these words, that we are in the process of, if you could imagine floating down a river, approaching some rapids that are going to unfold in the physical dimension in various ways. And just as in 2020, there were various things to navigate, to weave, to use to evolve, if you chose to do that with those scenarios. With this current wave that is approaching and we're kind of already in the headwaters of, it's going to be a little bit different because you're more empowered now. You're more awake, you're more aware. And so you could imagine, okay, I just went through some rapids 3 years, 4 years ago, and now it's coming again, another wave. And I learned a lot from the last time, and I can still cultivate certain things to help me navigate this. We're going to call it current waves of change because it's already begun in other dimensions as far as the energetic shifts, the energetic waves that'll then start to reflect in the physical dimension. And if you could imagine being on a river or rough waters, so to speak, and you've been practicing using a surfboard or using a specific kind of tool to stay afloat, to ride the waves in an empowered way. You've been training. And what we would encourage is for you to pick up the surfboard, to pick up your tools, to remember your tools. And that's what the Navigating the Waves of Change series really is potent. One of the layers of it is a potent reminder of what your tools are and how to access them and how to implement them. And it's not the only way to do that. It was a series of transmissions that was brought forward for this very specific time of navigating the waves of change. And we are navigating unprecedented waves of change. So feel into if it would support you to have access to more tools and or remember tools in an even deeper, greater way. Practice those tools so that when the waves start to reflect in the physical dimension, you're ready. And you can navigate the waves then in an empowered way. You can pick up your surfboard and you can ride them. And so we're going to bring in an energetic transmission now to support this navigation. And the piece that I see that would be optimal is if you think about how when you get on a surfboard and you're trying to balance and stay on the surfboard so that you don't get tumbled in the surf, it's all about having a strong core and balance. So that's what we're going to bring in this energetic transmission, that just as a friendly reminder, you can choose to participate in or not. You can simply watch, observe, not choose it for you. And that's all done case by case based on what your choice is. But what we will do is bring it forward, lay it on the table for you to pick up if it resonates for you to pick it up. And another reminder is that we don't do these energetic maneuvers for you. We encourage you and show you how to do it for yourself, similar to if we were a surf instructor helping you learn how to surf. It wouldn't be effective for us to do it for you. And that's not really what you want. You want to learn how to surf on your own so you can surf. And that really speaks to this overall umbrella theme of this time of the sovereignty and the empowerment that we're all being invited to step into more and more and more in a deeper, in a more aligned way, in a more balanced way, from a place of oneness. So we're going to begin with the energetic transmission. And we invite you to take a deep breath in. And maybe even imagine using the breath as momentum, as a wave of momentum that can help you retrieve all your energy into the present moment, into your line of light. You are a being of light that emanates from source, like a ray of light emanates from the sun. So just inviting you to intend and imagine and invite your higher self to bring your energy, your awareness back into your column of light. Your body, Deva, has its own consciousness, its own ray of light that it is. And so we're going to invite the body, Deva, nature spirit, to bring all of its energy and awareness into its column of light. Identifying as the ray of light, the being of light that you be. You as a soul, body, Deva, nature spirit as an aspect of Gaia. You are also a ray of light. You have your own mastery. So we're just inviting that remembering, orienting as one with source, orienting in the truth of your being. The I am that I am. And then retrieving all your reference points for you off of everyone and everything in the outer world, all your anchors for you out of the past, out of the future, out of all other places and spaces into the now, into your line of light, beam of light that is you. You are a multi-dimensional being. And when you reference yourself as the beam of light that expresses in multiple dimensions, but you're the beam of light first and foremost, that's when you have your anchors in your core and you can act and move and be directed, gain clarity, connect to your inner wisdom from a place of balance. You're centered in your light, anchored in your light. We're going to model that to you, show you how. And you might even say out loud, if it resonates, I am a being of light that is one with source. And maybe even reach for the gratitude for that. I'm so grateful. I am aware that I am a being of light that is one with source. And that I can remember in a greater way in this moment. My truth, the truth of my being. I can anchor more into the truth of my being with every breath. And then we're just supporting the activation, inviting you, your body, your teams to activate greater balance, clarity, calm in your core column of light. You might be feeling, you might have felt an energetic shift into more clarity, more stillness, more alignment with who you are. And this may be the only tool you need for the next year, 2 years, 3 years. anchoring into your light, orienting as one with swords in a conscious way. And every time you do it, you gain greater mastery of it. You remember it more. You embody it more. You amplify it more. And then you can navigate this time in a more empowered, authentic, aligned, balanced way. Because the physical dimension that you will experience will be a reflection of your amplification for yourself being anchored in the truth of you, balanced, aligned on your surfboard, awakening more to your light with every breath. And you might take a moment and witness your body, Deva, doing this for itself in its own unique nature way. And we're going to invite your teams and your body, Deva's teams to do it as well. And we're bringing in energetic codes, light, sounds, sacred shapes to support you in remembering your oneness with Source, support you in moving into the stance and honing the stance and refining the stance of anchored in your core column of light in a balanced, connected way. Because when you're aligned with your light, you have access to all your resources that can then begin reflecting into your experience. You're in the remembering of having. And when you're in that vibration of having, you have. There's always enough, more than enough. And so we just invite you now to take another deep breath in, to balance and stabilize this shift that just occurred, balance and stabilize the electrical and magnetic energy in all systems, components, and levels of your being for a higher vibration. Update all grids, all reference points, all ways in which you perceive. And this tool is potent. So if this feels like, you know what, I'm just going to work this piece, that's great. If you feel like you want to connect to the navigating the waves of change, the current of change, they're reminding me it's navigating the current of change series, we are actually offering 67% off of that series. Either the first 3 sessions, the last extended 3 sessions, or all 6 is bundled at a special rate. And you can take advantage of that 67% off now through the end of May by using the coupon change in our online store at embracingtheinfinite.com. You can also directly go to our online store at embracingtheinfinite.store. And the navigating the current of change, because we originally offered it in 2020, is going to be a few pages in our online store. I think it's on page 3. So you can locate that. And then as a part of this offering of the 67% off, we're also including, if you choose, you could also feel into, we did a transmission around letting go of what's holding you back. And that you can also add to your library for the 67% off by using the same coupon code change. And that is housed also in our online store right next to navigating the current of change. And so we're just going to bring in one more piece before we complete. And we invite you at the level of your higher self, Body Deva's higher self and teams, to imagine, intend to sit across from your future selves in an optimal timeline 5 years from now and 10 years from now. And invite your future selves at the optimal. In other words, there's all these possible timelines. Let's assume you chose the optimal. That future self that exists on that optimal timeline will know everything you did to get there. Invite that future self 5 years from now and then 10 years from now to sit across from you and share information and offer guidance and to walk with you through this corridor. And we're going to invite the body, even nature spirit, to do the same, to employ its future selves, to come back in time, to share information, to walk with it through this corridor, this birth canal that we're in. Taking a moment to celebrate, to be in gratitude that you have access to these multidimensional tools, that you're in vibrational proximity to be able to remember these multidimensional tools that you as a multidimensional empowered being have access to, and that it is possible for you to navigate this time in a way that is inspiring and exhilarating and joyful, the same way you can enjoy surfing as a master surfer on the waves. It could be joyful, it could be exhilarating, it could be fun, it could be inspiring, it could feel like a place of empowerment and connection. And so we encourage you, working with your future selves, to link into your way of navigating this time in ways that honor you, that honor your path, that honor your gifts, your wisdom, your mastery, you as a being. Same for body and team. We invite a balancing and stabilizing of all your energetic fields, updating all grids, all reference points, all ways in which you perceive and are perceived. Namaste.